And he gets all the way to a Z-lock, and he's just like, no.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the reel goes for about, 30 seconds, but...
It was actually a lot longer.
It was like 4 minutes of me going, bro, are you being serious? Like,
yeah.
It's not worth it. We have to do this again in 20 minutes.
It was actually rude. Yeah, it was rude. It was rude not to tap earlier.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was his leg, and I'm like the whole time just like...
Dude, can I just stay on CGI for a second?
Sure.
When you left ADCC for CGI, I was like, I mean, of course he was. You just had a kid. You need to make money. Like it's not like you weren't poor, but like you weren't financially free.
No, I was poor.
Okay.
100% I was poor.
I was trying not to call you poor.
No, it's fine. Bro, I was poor.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, Hull Teague said in the second match, he's commentating and he's like, oh, he's probably just happy with what he already earned. 50,000 is probably a lot to a guy like that. I don't know what he meant by a guy like that. It's a crazy insulting thing to say on a commentary, but at the same time, he's right.
Sure.
It was a lot for me, and I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I really, really was happy with it, bro. On the way in...
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Student of the Game podcast. We're going to do something a little differently. I have my temporary, somewhat permanent co-host, Lucas Kanard. We're going to be getting together roughly once a month. We're going to first talk shit, and then we're going to break down some footage. Whether it's one video or not will kind of be determined by me later on when I edit this. So, be ready for that. But anyway, Lucas, hello.
Yo.
How you doing?
Good, man. This is exciting.
It is exciting. Yeah, people want more Lucas Kanard.
I want more people.
Hey, that works.
I really like the idea of the Charles Owen thing.
Yeah.
And how they answer questions.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
I loved that old podcast with Mikey was on it mostly. I can't even remember the guy's name. He ended up with a shaved head. He left flow grappling.
Hywel Teague?
No.
Not the British guy?
No, not him. He was Michael.
Oh, Hollywood Mike Sears?
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know. I think he got burnt out and went somewhere else.
I know he started running a promotion, or like matchmaking for some promotion.
He did, yeah.
But, I mean, burnout's real. That idea for a podcast where they just watch match footage and talk about it, I think there's a lot left on the table when it comes to how exciting matches are after they happen.
Yeah.
Like at the time, it's newness is one thing that can make a match exciting. Like the next Polaris with like PJ and Matus and Taylor and all that. That's exciting. That's genuinely exciting. But there will be so much context in the match. There will be so many things that happen. There will be so many like nuances of points. I don't know how those points are working, but I was more referring to IBJJF with that. Yeah. Where it makes it really, really fun, and you just don't hear about it ever again.
I agree.
Except with that one dork at a party who was probably...
Yeah, the one ball knower at the party at the open mat. And he's like, oh yeah, I know that match.
So yeah, here's to that dork. I am that person.
Yeah, I aspire to be. I'm pretty close, but not quite there.
I think you are.
Okay.
I think that match with Ari proves it. Yeah. You have to really know the rules, really know the rules to make that one work.
Yeah, I agree. And then I would say that my defense in that match aged very well considering his recent run.
Yeah, of course.
Because he monstered a bunch of people.
I think just generally people know about him and how technical he is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like...
For sure.
Yeah, definitely avoiding every single pin by this much is pretty sick.
Well, it's because I get bashed so badly in training.
So it's like...
I'm just defense maxing constantly.
I think this is the Danaher game. This is how it was described to me, and I think it's a really good way to describe it. It's like, if no one can pin you and no one can submit you, then eventually you're going to get to a Rimiyashi and submit them.
Literally, yeah.
And it makes perfect sense.
I just needed 30 more minutes.
It does. Or you need to get famous enough that you can just dictate every match. So you just say, this match is going to be an hour, this match is no time limit, sub only, this
Shout
match
out Gordon.
is 30 minutes. Bro, yeah, well, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did make his name, sorry.
I was going to say, I want what you have where people panic tap before your hands are connected. So I'm going to try and start horrifically injuring people in competition, I think.
Bro, I think that's because of that, people did that at the trials. That was because of that one reel of this guy, the guy who won the trials in Brazil.
Yeah.
And he gets all the way to a Z-lock, and he's just like, no.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the reel goes for about, 30 seconds, but...
It was actually a lot longer.
it was like 4 minutes of
Yeah.
me going, bro, are you being serious? Like,
Yeah.
It's not worth it. We have to do this again in 20 minutes.
It was actually rude.
Yeah.
It was rude. It was rude not to tap earlier.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was his leg, and I'm like the whole time just like,
Dude, can we talk about that? Like, how badly did that shit break?
it broke the second it came outside. Well, I don't know,
Popped, crackled.
Yeah, it made noises the second I brought it outside my hip.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, dude. And he's from like Milky Gavau school or whatever that's going to be now. But so you would think he would know. Right?
Sure.
I mean, they kind of do everything. And like, damn. And then he did more matches after.
Crazy. He just put like a loose bandage over it and like
Yeah, fixed.
genuinely, yeah. Like a video game healing mechanic.
Like Far Cry.
Yeah. Pull the fucking shrapnel out. Yeah.
Nah, that was ridiculous. And it was like, yeah, so it popped the second I pulled it outside my hip. And then, bro, we were there so long, I had time to get talked through the technique by Owen and Taylor on the side, and they're like miming out how to do a Z-lock. He's like, reach all the way.
I can see you like, you're pushing it this way, he's not tapping, and you just glance over to the boys, you're like, what now?
I was like, it was like one of those "it's not you, it's me" moments. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at him, I'm looking at those guys being like, this never happens. I
Yeah.
don't know. Most people are just like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
Like there's this video with Junior Kazuo, and he's rolling at B team.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the guy?
Yeah, he was at Kingsway a little bit. I forget his name.
like
I didn't train with him because he had a reputation of being a super spaz. So,
Okay.
But go on.
It's just that video is the whole video is Junie just being like a wizard.
Yeah.
And then this guy just not knowing what the fuck is
Well,
going
remember
on.
he's like, how are your knees?
Right.
And then he's like, oh, they're good. And he goes, okay. And he puts him in Z-lock.
But so much of that video is everyone's experience with the Z-lock, which is you get all the way there and you're like, oh, yeah.
Fine.
Fine.
You got
it's
me.
That. It's that.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be. It's the most, it's like what other submission, maybe like a rear naked choke, I guess, where you just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else to be done.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. There's probably nothing else like that.
Bro, I just expected it to be that.
Yeah.
He's like, no, let's just see how this plays out.
Did you just like one last hurrah, just explode into the side of the knee and just push it as hard as you could?
No, I just slowly over the course of the match took their advice more and more. And then, and it was kind of cool actually. One of the more fun things that happened were between halves, we were talking about better ways to finish.
Yeah.
So it was like Owen was talking me through that, like how to finish properly, as in planting the flat of their foot on the mat and pulling their knee. Because the idea with a Z-lock to finish it, I guess you would already know, is to make their knees point together, right? And it's like, because if you're in essentially a 90-90 stretch, then their flexibility can takes a lot of the load off. But if their knees are pointing together, you can't.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was something I knew, I guess, but never really had to have every detail be perfect to just create a catastrophic.
You're like, oh, I need to do all of the mechanics to break this guy.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Absurd.
Good for
and
him,
I think, bro, it's really broken. He's got to compete in September at ADCC, and I'm surely he would want to compete before that, I guess, right? To be, I guess, in the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think so. Fuck Patriot. How about, you obviously just came back from trials.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you? I know it's a general question, but like, how was that experience for you?
Like overall, yeah, I mean, I hate the trials. The trials is always like a long day.
Yeah, it's super long.
I think I had a 3.5 hour gap between two of my matches. Yeah, so I had two matches, and then the first match was at 9:30. Then I had another match at like 10:15. Then there was a 3.5 hour, maybe even more, man.
It was really long. Right. I missed your semifinals match. I was not there.
Because it was about 3 minutes after my previous match. So it was a 3.5 hour gap. Then a match with Luca Ferraccio. And then the semifinals was 3 minutes after that. Like I literally walked back to get a drink, and then one of the boys was running over being like, bro, they're calling you. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And so there's this video that it's like I'm walking in super intense, and I'm not really, I just was just confused about how quickly it was happening.
Yeah.
And then the final was obviously so much later after that.
So late, yeah.
It's just an absurd day. Every single time the trials is an absurd day. 5 matches, like 5 rolls, you'd just be like, I'll do 5 rolls, right? But it's not like that.
That's that's a grappling industry's day, technically.
Yeah, like a whole grappling industry day. Yeah.
This episode's brought to you by Adapt Jiu Jitsu. They're a premium apparel company. They make excellent rash guards. They're sponsor the show. You can get a discount, Student 15. I highly encourage you to use it, not just because it helps me and the show out, but it also knocks off a bit of the price. They are expensive, but you get what you pay for. They have this rubber seal around the bottom, which keeps everything all locked in and nice and tight. They're nice and tight around the arms and shoulders because you want to look more jacked than you actually are. And it's light and breathable. So thank you, Adapt Jiu Jitsu. We love you. And now back to the show. Some of the hardest matches you'll have, except for you.
The trials?
Yeah.
I think they can be.
They can be. Like imagine someone doing it the way Bob does it.
Yeah,
would be exhausting.
I agree with that. I think the matches can be the hardest matches you ever had, or if it goes right, it can be some of the easiest matches. Like as an example, so the first match I didn't know the guy, and so I was shitting it a little bit.
Sure.
Right?
That's not a good position to be in.
Because I just had no idea what was coming. So in my mind, it's like, oh, that person's going to be like Taylor Pearman. You know what I mean? That's just where everyone's head goes. And then the second match I had thought the other guy was going to win. So the second match was against a guy from Queensland, I think his name's Bo, and he had used north-south passing against this guy from Seraphin. And Seraphin is the gym that Chris Wojcik's originally from.
Okay.
So it's like automatically in my mind good at leg locks.
You're like, that's Chris Wojcik.
Right, yeah, well, yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, he's going to be able to do the Woj lock. He's going to put this guy on 50-50. And then I imagine that was probably his intention. And the guy on top had done a decent job of having no shirt and passing north-south.
Sure.
So it's like, usually with north-south, you think like Owen Jones, they use like J-Point Toriendo walks in north-south and then thigh drag. That's like a really good strap. Owen Jones did it with Robert Deagle. And you see like, he did it with Gianni Grippo. It's a really solid, it's probably the strongest approach to passing like a supine open guard.
Agree, yeah.
And I had assumed that guy competing, having trained at that gym. Because Chris, at one point, that guy he would just forever live in my head rent free. There was this time at 2021 Gi Worlds where I had watched Chris, this is how I learned not to be like a cocky bastard.
Oh.
I watched him warm up. I had had my first match and it was over really quick. I watched Chris warm up and I'm just thinking, I'm gonna tap him really quick.
Yeah.
And then I did a bolo to a straight ankle lock, like a bolo off balance, put his hips on the mat, go to X guard. I try to do a straight ankle lock. It's more like an Aoki.
Yeah.
But
well, you just hide it with your gi.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he just eats it.
Right.
Like you can't do that.
He's got super bendy feet, right?
I don't know. I think he's maybe an insane person.
Maybe, yeah.
Not in a
also
bad
believe
way.
that, yeah.
He's obviously very well spoken and like incredibly good at jiu-jitsu, but I think he's ready to let his shit break.
He's got some demons.
Yeah. I kind of love it. These
it is cool.
People.
I was going to say, you're a bit like that.
I guess we all are to some degree, right?
Nope, not me.
No, you're just purely healthy?
100%.
You reckon?
I'm not letting my shit break. I don't know, ADCC finals, 10 seconds left, toe hold, but then I saw that video of the guy getting compound fractured.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe not.
I just mean in general. You remind me, have you ever seen Rick and Morty?
Bits and pieces.
There's this episode where they suck out his toxins,
Okay.
his psychological toxins.
Yeah.
Have you?
I haven't seen it, no.
Bro, so it's like they suck out his psychological toxins, and then it's all the parts of his personality that are. They come across as unhealthy, but they're like, like the shadow, like Carl Jung's shadow.
Yes.
It's like that, and
It's all the parts of him that drive him to do good things.
Sure, yeah. To some degree, all the traumatic parts, and when you don't have it, what you're willing to do. It's just interesting.
It is interesting.
You remind me of the guy who is like. There's 2 Mortys at that point. And one of them's super self-conscious. You remind me of the other one.
Okay. I have to go and look.
It's not a bad thing.
Okay, good. I'll go and look.
But you're definitely crazy as well. Everyone's crazy. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
With something, everyone's crazy.
No, I agree with that. That's fair.
So anyway, Chris, I do a bolo. I go to crab ride, and then he like. In my head, I'm like, okay, this is an 8-minute match. I haven't broken his foot. I'm gonna need a second. I put my own foot in a 50-50. He's pulling it there, but I'm also like, as long as I'm in that technical stand-up posture, there's no such thing as a cross-body footlock like the way he did it.
Of course.
At the time, at least in my head.
No, it didn't exist.
And boy, did he prove that wrong. Far out. But so the funny thing was, in my first match at Worlds that year, the guy had gone for an steamer and my shit just exploded.
Oh, yuck.
And then he did the Wodge lock on the other foot. So I'm walking out past Espen Matheson, who I'd been training with whom I'd been training that week. And he's like, "Oh, how'd you go?" And I'm limping on both legs. I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, it was a penguin.
Yeah. Because my mate had jet lag and it's 1 p.m. and they're calling his name to come compete. And I'm trying to run to the hotel, which is next to the venue, which is not working. And he's like, "How'd you go?" And I'm like, terrible.
Observe me.
Yeah. So I'm expecting that when I go to compete against this second guy.
Right.
Because it's from...
Same gym.
And then the other guy managed to get the win using north-south passing, and I'm thinking, oh fuck, his north-south passing is going to be sick. And then it was like just double triceps to K-guard, and he ended up tapping. I went to a lat knee bar, and he just didn't concede to the other hip at all.
Yeah.
So I think he hurt himself, to be honest with you.
True.
I don't think he got hurt, but he preemptively tapped thinking I was going to bridge through that fucker, and I just didn't.
Right. You were just trying to stop him turning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, one funny thing about that Chris Wojcik match is that there's the picture of me tapping. At that point, the first match or the first two matches or whatever, Flo just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But then they had seen us tapping people and were starting to come over and film it. And so, of course, that's when I get fucked up. So
they missed you clipping people?
Yeah. Bro, that's the story of my whole fucking jiu-jitsu right up to, I guess,
Victor Hugo.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And bro, even that. So he's like, Josh Alsop's background on his phone for ages there was just me getting my shit broken, screaming like with my teeth covered in blood. I don't even know why, but like, that must have happened earlier.
God, what a horrible person. That probably made him feel really, really good considering the horrible things you're doing to him in training.
I mean, from my perspective, I didn't do anything to him in training, but all I remembered was being so bitter about that.
Yeah, that's really funny though.
So the second match was a guy who passed, in my mind, was passing Chris Wojcik. Hey, funny thing about actually that match. So I had competed against Chris Wojcik. I went to Crab Ride. He pulled me to 50-50, did the Wodge lock. That same exact sequence played out in a CGI 2 match. Right, and it's like, I went to Crab Ride. In my mind, I'm going to use that Crab Ride entry to go to the saddle. This happens. This was something I'd been working on, thinking that I would just hit it on anyone who tried to leg lock me.
Sure.
And I'm like, it's something that a very similar approach is something Matus Szczynski had managed to put him in the saddle with.
Okay.
So I was thinking, okay, I can do a different version of roughly the same thing. Take the approach of trying to attack his back first, and then when he has to address that, attack the saddle. And we actually both laugh at the same time because he nearly pulls my foot in and I have to quickly turn to knee slip when he goes for a Wodge lock. And then we just like end up going back to jiu-jitsu. But it's so funny to be 7 years, I don't know how many years, 5 years later in our...
You say 21?
21, so
5 years. 4 or 5 years ago.
5 years. And then have the same thing play out.
That's so funny. I saw you guys laughing. I'm like, why are they laughing? And then I got caught up on the law that you guys had competed previously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that I definitely learned a lot of. Just by watching. That crossbody footlock is something that definitely changed the game in a bigger way than people think.
Yeah.
Because it changed how everyone had to play 50-50.
Really did, yeah. I mean, like, that got me my first win at trials, the crossbody footlock.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was mad.
Yeah.
Your reaction was mad. It's actually really cool being on this side of like watching your come up. It's like, so you had that first win and that was your goal.
Literally, that was my goal, yeah. I was so in my head for that.
Really?
So in my head. I was like, I'm gonna lose first round, and everything I've been saying about myself has been true, that I'm fucking shit. And then when I won, I was like, I don't suck. Let's go. Yeah, that was it.
So it's like you feel like you dramatically changed because of the win?
I think it took a weight off my shoulders and allowed me to kind of be a bit more free. Where I was like, oh, like, I'm actually not terrible.
Is that kind of scary though, in that if you don't win, does that mean that you go back to being bad?
I don't think I have that anymore. Yeah, I don't have that anymore. It's like I got over that and I matured a little bit. Because I was only like 23. Was I 23? Yeah, I think I was pretty young. I'm fucking unk now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I think my brain's more developed and I'm not, it's just a loss.
Yeah.
Like if you lose, no, literally people will talk about it for a week and it'll be gone. Everyone will just move on. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I mean,
I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose. I have a match this weekend against a guy who previously darsed me the last time we competed.
Who is it?
He's just like a local guy.
Okay.
His name's Logan Davidson.
I know the name.
Yeah. Does well, competes really well. And it was like, I false reaped him, my foot got stuck, and he darsed me, and I couldn't pull my foot out. And so I was stuck chest to chest. And I'm like, fuck.
How often do you think that happens from, sorry to get full side tracks.
No.
So that's actually like a big thing. You watch, he was obviously exhausted, but I mean, this is my thing with the false reap, is that it just offers such a free shot at your head.
Yeah.
And so my thought had been, when you do false reap, that your foot, say I'm attacking it on my left side, that my right foot would post on their far hip. Then once your hips come off the mat, I feel like once your hips come off the mat, the threat of the front headlock is not there anymore.
Yeah.
So I've seen it work and I've seen it not work. I've seen...
a good example was Jeremy. Jeremy tried to do it to Belal, but Bilal's hips got off the mat and then he had to let go of the head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the story of that match, right? I thought Belal was never going to commit so much to a footlock unless he could do it fully on his terms.
Yeah.
And I think that's the idea of taking tempo, that he does really well, that you're only going to learn if you really go balls deep on that bolo leg lock game, which is that no matter what, so say you're Jeremy, and you know that you're a better leg locker probably.
Yeah.
In that if it goes to a 50-50, like a static 50-50 or a static outside ashi, or even if they have you in the saddle, you know that like you have a decent shot at leg locking them right back.
For sure.
Because right? I mean, it's a weird one, but if you do enough specific training there, you can generally get a sense of whether you're going to be able to do that to someone.
Agree. Yeah.
There'll be like honey stick counters or just that mutual ashi idea that Gordon says, which is like, if you're in a mutual ashi, whoever goes first loses. Well, if Belal's able to never make it a mutual position, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then we got the worst overtime of all time. I wanted to see more of the actual jiu-jitsu, the actual grappling, not the push each other in the chest thing that happened at the end.
Yeah.
No shot at those guys. They're good at what they're good at.
It was like, I think Jeremy had to play it the way he did because of how small he was and how massive Belal was.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I think his thing was try not to get slimed in regulation with a leg lock, and then if he could, put it to some sort of mutual position where he would be a better leg locker. That's what I think he was trying to do.
Oh, okay.
And then, because I don't realistically think Jeremy thought he was going to be able to pass him. That's what I think. I actually haven't asked him about it. He said he was going to do a breakdown on Atomic Dojo, but he hasn't done it yet. So I'm just me purely speculating.
I'm sure he will.
He will soon for sure. And then I think when it got to overtime, he's like, all right, I got to make up some deficits with the leg lock initiations from him.
I'll be honest, I can't even remember the overtime. I remember seeing
This is
Belal
him
pushing
shooting a
two
lot.
hands in the chest
Yeah.
a lot, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, I don't think I want to watch anymore. Two hands pushing in the chest. Like, it reminded me of what people used to say about ADCC in the finals, which is two guys collar tying each other.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch it, like Cabrinha and Huffer. Amazing competitors. Let's watch them do what they're good at.
Right. Yeah.
This is not a shot at either Belal or Jeremy. They're both amazing. It's like, what I wanted to see was Belal's amazing entries where he's using short hooks or using Delahiva hooks to invert and then make entries off his invert, and then Jeremy try to counter it. That's what I sort of thought.
Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. Okay, put it this way. Terrible ground stalling jiu-jitsu or terrible stalling wrestling? What's better to watch?
I mean, well, like there's a premise in that question.
Like, would you
an
rather
assumption in that question?
Would you rather eat shit or eat vomit?
Yeah. It's like that South Park episode, the douchebag or asshole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't actually expect you to answer that question.
Your come up. We're talking about your come up.
Oh, yeah.
So you got that win. That was heartwarming as fuck. I didn't really get to watch it because I was 2 mats over competing.
Yep.
So I saw bits.
Yeah.
I saw you raise your hands.
Yeah.
And your celebrations are all time.
They are pretty good.
The Ari one, so misunderstood.
So misunderstood.
Caused so much beef for no reason.
So much trouble.
Just literally quoting a meme.
Yeah. As I was joking with some of the boys, I'm like, if I beat Ari, like, because there was a chance I get him.
Yeah.
And it happened. I was like, if I beat him, I'll hit this bowling. I'll hit the.
Oh, you actually?
I planned it. It didn't just pop into my head, and I was like, well, I did what I said what I was going to do. I have to do it.
Yeah.
If I don't, I'm a bitch.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
No one actually talks about this part. When I get up, I like spinning back fist the ref in the face too.
Phenomenal.
So good. I'm like, so sorry. It's also the organizer of the event was my ref, the Shinya guy.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, spinning back fist him in the face. I go, sorry. And then,
He probably loved it. He's
Probably.
He's a part of the law now.
Yeah, he is. So go back and look at me spinning back fist him in the face. Yeah. I had that match with, did you see my match with Jabayev?
No.
I had Magomed Jabayev, the guy who beat Taza this year at the European trials. I had no fucking idea who he was. And then I'm like, man, this guy's hard to do stuff to. And he was just like he was cruising. He didn't have to turn up any gears or anything. He was like, it's like he was playing at the range where like I'm physically touching him, but like I can't actually get him in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
Where they kind of like, you're right here, but I can't actually grab you.
Yeah, I've very thoroughly experienced
Of course
that
you have,
recently.
yeah.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. And so I'm like, man, this guy's elusive. And then points came on. I'm like, okay, I got to really pay attention. Then he just turned it up a little bit more, passed me to north-south. That's how I lost.
Fucking north-south, bro.
Yeah.
It is the hardest thing. So I have a Patreon, and that is nearly once a week is
Number one question.
how do I stop north-south passing?
Yeah.
It's fair enough.
It is fair enough. I almost think the Levi approach of like literally just don't let people get there
Of course, yeah. I mean,
is like the safer approach to it.
not to be that guy at all, but it's like, what would Danaher say if someone said, how do I escape a triangle? You know how most coaches give the answer.
Don't get put there? Oh, right.
Yeah, and then Danaher would be like, I think there is an answer.
Yeah,
I think,
I'm sure.
Okay, this is a really cool topic. This is a really cool topic. So, that's also my favorite thing about Jiu Jitsu, in that there was a time when people would say, just don't go to your back. As in, seated guard was the only way to play guard.
Right.
And then Lockie Giles has that run at 2019, and all of a sudden it's like turned on its head.
Yeah.
Of course, go to your back. Of course, make K guard.
Yeah.
Because then you can go to 50-50, which is Lockie's best position.
Yeah.
And then you're actually cooked. Like Lockie will catch your heel just by introducing a bend in your knee. Crazy. And it's like that pitting small cause against large effect is the best thing about jiu-jitsu. You think there's a meta, there's not. It's what you train and what you become really, really good at. I'm sure that there's, Will Wilson. Will Wilson is doing deep half.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I was watching his matches. I'm like, this guy's sick.
He's sick.
Yeah.
And it's, or Bernardo Faria doing half guard, or Adam Wodzinski doing butterfly guard in the gi. And it's like, this is not in line with something that at the time you would have considered the meta.
Yeah. No one, actually, it kind of brings up a little bit of what Jordan was talking about last time he was here, which is like, if you just do all the same things that everyone else is doing, it's just who's better at it.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's hard because you have to play catch up. Like if I'm trying to beat Tynan, I got to do literally an entire lifetime worth of De La Riva to be better at it than him, which is just not going to happen. I'm not going to get better at De La Riva than him.
I think you could. Actually, two things. Like, you're 100% right. You shouldn't train that to try and beat Tynan.
Yeah.
Because Tynan will beat you.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm only saying this because I got a question about that, about how do you train for performance before a comp versus learning after a comp? And it's like, you would still train both. You would still always be training both.
Yeah.
It's just that it's something that you kind of put on the back burner as you lead up to a comp.
Sure. Yeah, you just don't do as much of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was like, if you're doing, Luke always says, folk do in training camp for a competition, what you're already good at, the time for learning is kind of over. You've kind of missed it a little bit. Like if you've got to address issues, it's kind of too late. Like
right.
It's you got to just do the things you're good at, which is definitely true. But I think you can kind of go like, I'm working this aspect of my game for this tournament. Like subversion, I'm just working on my leg locks basically.
Yeah.
Like, and then leg lock defense and just submission defense and things like that. Because that's kind of all that really matters. It's like I'm sharpening the things that I'm already good at basically. Does that kind of make sense? Where it's like you're not really learning new things, but picking something and then making it a little bit better.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's a funny one because Luke gives great advice as a coach.
100%.
Coaching a wide range of people to do things that are in their best interest, so it makes sense. For me, it's like I'm not trying to do jiu-jitsu the same way anyone else is doing it. So given that my approach is a little bit different, it's like when everyone else is... So, okay, I'm about to compete at the 2023 trials and I run into Curtis.
Yeah.
And Curtis goes, we just didn't train guard for this competition. We trained a turtle and stand back up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all I trained was guard. Literally nothing else.
Say that again, but slower.
Yeah, no, it was like, or I'm sitting there with, this is Luke Martin we're talking about, and I'm sitting there with him one time after training, and at that gym they have TV, Sydney West Martial Arts, they have a TV, and on the TV at the time is Junior Casio fighting Gio Martinez. And the match ends, and I think maybe it was a replay, and the match ends, and I go to Luke, I'm like, who do you think won that? Because in my mind, unquestionably, Junior Casio won it. And in Luke's mind, unquestionably, Gio won it.
Right.
And I'm just like, what?
Were we watching the same match?
It's like speaking to an alien sometimes.
Yeah.
As in, this is not even anything against anyone.
Sure.
It's just the nature of like communication, I guess, is that we just see a different thing. We're looking at the same thing, seeing a completely different thing.
Yeah.
He thought that, so in that match, Junior Casio was the bottom player. And I mean, I haven't watched it in 5 years.
I honestly don't really remember the match. I don't remember how it played out.
I mean, just based on what I know about Junior, it was likely like a lot of wader entries.
Yeah.
A lot of wader entries towards maybe K-guard and wader entries or K-guard entries towards the back or leg entanglements. This is the Junior thing.
Yep.
And then I imagine what was happening from on top was a lot of opportunistic submissions as he made his entries.
Sure.
Right, so like diving, front headlock, Kimura, footlock. That
Makes
kind of
sense.
thing. This is the idea, right? So in my mind, the proactive bottom player is winning the whole time. And in Luke's mind, the person attacking the sub the whole time is winning.
Yeah.
There was this match between Josh La and Tarika Plata's...
Oh, Rob Hastings.
Rob Hastings. And it's that. If you're playing off your back, people do one of two footlocks. It's like they do go crossbody to an inside heel hook or crossbody ankle lock. They'll walk to north-south, and as you square up, they'll go for like a square entry, like a straight ankle lock entry, or inside ashy or something, like a reaping entry, with the intention of collecting your knee line. Those 2 footlocks, crossbody or straight ankle lock, as they sit back, become what the whole match is about. And so at the competition that was about submissions, the top player won.
Yeah.
Right? So Josh La playing super and open guard, he's only responding to those top players' attacks, so it makes sense that he won.
Yeah.
Right? But like, paint a slightly different picture. If the bottom player had made a De La Riva hook and was entering a berimbolo, and then the top player had wrapped the ankle lock, is that the same thing? I guess if it's sub only, sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if you're constantly addressing the jiu-jitsu that's happening to you, then it's like, what are you really offering?
Yeah, it's so hard, right? I guess because for that match it is sub only. They really it's like, it makes almost no sense to try and pass the guard in subversion, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to just sit back on legs, but to win, I also don't want to lose because of like someone just throws up a footlock after all this beautiful jiu-jitsu I've done and I lose. That would be bad. So it's kind of like, for the context of that rule set, I feel like you have to just react to whoever's doing better submissions or even attempts. So I think that's the problem, is you can initiate the jiu-jitsu and then get countered with a footlock, even if it doesn't result to anything.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like counter punches versus proactive punches in MMA, right?
Fully.
Yeah.
So I guess it does go, so Luke Martin was talking about train your A game, right? Before a comp, focus on the things that matter for the comp, focused on essentially leg lock, attacks, defense, and wrestling.
Yep.
That's what would be happening at at a comp, or like if you're like a person who like Axel, I guess, who wrestles and passes, then you would be training just those things.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other things, and it makes perfect sense. And I guess it's, for me, it's one of those things where training those things that are the best for the comp is so outside of what my A game actually is.
Right. Yeah. So, okay, tell me what you think of this. Did you ever watch Lex Fridman and John Danaher podcast post ADCC 24?
I
Probably seen clips, right?
I would have. I watch all the Lex Fridman podcasts, but I can't remember.
Yeah, okay. So in that one, John was talking about Gary Tonon and how...
Was that the Sam McNally?
Oh, no. Yes, Sam McNally.
Yeah.
Talking Sam McNally, and he's like, I tried to make Gary Tonon... I sort of the training took away from what made Gary really good, which was chaos and finding submissions and doing all these things. He's like, that was a mistake on my coaching. It's like, I made Gary worse by not emphasizing the things he's already really good at.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Which is like...
That's a really good observation.
Really cool take, right? Where he's like, Gary Tonon is the master of chaos.
Yeah.
Truly, like crazy entries into submissions. Like he doesn't need to pass guard. He just sits back on legs and does the thing he did to Dante, whatever it was. Remember that entry?
Dante Leon?
Yeah. He hit like an Imanari roll from top knee shield.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Like random shit like that John would never have taught him to do.
Yeah.
So, and then he tried to make him into a wrestler passer like Gordon, right?
I thought about that in ages. I loved, bro, the way that looks.
Insane.
Like he rolls his legs away and then it just feels like it clicks into place.
Straight into saddle.
Sorry.
No. But I think it's finding a balance of the tournament calls for these skills, but you're really good at these skills. How do you bridge the middle? Where it's like, that's the challenge of being a good coach.
Yeah, so straight up, I mean, I don't bridge that gap ever. Like,
yeah,
you should have seen, sorry to like hijack it again.
Please, no.
But like, so the trials, regular rounds, I'm like, I can do my game.
Yep.
The ADCC deciding to change the rules mid-competition is actually a huge flaw in their rule set.
It makes it really complicated.
For someone like me,
it
makes it really complicated. Like it puts you at just such a tremendous disadvantage for the finals. I get that sounds like me crashing out, but I have proof. Like Taylor cops a negative when he competes against that Nikolai guy who's good, but he's good. Yeah. But he's not Taylor.
No, like Taylor is better.
He's better at jiu-jitsu. Yeah. And so in this weird way, the rules are not favoring the person who is, so say the spirit of the rule with initiations, and even that is extremely subjective. I'll tell you why in a sec, or at least my opinion on why. But the spirit of the rule is aggression. So you want to favor the person being aggressive, looking for a submission. It makes perfect sense.
Sure.
That was Taylor. Same with Owen O'Flanagan. He nearly
lost.
Nearly lost that match. If that guy had understood just slightly more, take a step back, take a step forward, take a step back, take a step forward. They can't penalize you anymore. This is what Bob did. And it makes perfect, like, that's not me talking shit about Bob. I'm just saying, like, he understood the rule and how to win.
Yeah.
So that nearly cost every single person who's quite good at jiu-jitsu from doing jiu-jitsu.
I know.
It's absurd.
It is absurd. The way I look at it is I'm like, this is the only flaw I have, or the gripe I have with ADCC, is it's like the guy who fought, Owen fought, the whatever it is, the Russian guy, right? You can't look at that and you go, I really want that guy in my tournament.
Right.
He's going to make crazy, exciting clips. He's going to really drive the sport further. It's like, bro, the guy who's doing crazy submissions and murking people with heel hooks and like crazy guard play who can also wrestle.
And wrestling, crazy.
Like, why would you not want that guy? Why would you sort of skew the rule set to favor the guy doing less jiu-jitsu? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I think as well though, just to go back to the point about having trained your A game for the comp, it favors one type of game, which is like, it doesn't do that.
ADCC, you mean?
Yeah, it doesn't do that until the final because of the rule change, right? So if you get a negative for pulling guard, well then you can't. You just can't because someone understands how to, or you can do the weird wrestling guard pull thing. But if you're like Diogo Hayes, who turtles someone and then just gets up and walks away, well then you obviously understands the rules well enough to never have that be something you can apply.
Right.
So anyway, trials run. So my semi-final, no, it's quarterfinal was against
Susuke.
No, quarterfinal was against a guy Luca Farace.
Okay.
And the thing about him is, I have seen him compete twice. Once against Melly, he lost like a wrestling match. It's a really cool clip actually, where they wrestling, they go out of bounds. This is at the Street X Comp.
Okay.
The $5,000 one that that Kaya won.
Okay. Okay. I don't actually remember that one.
Yeah, it was crazier than the one I did, which was later.
Yeah.
Where they were actively telling people, we want reels, we want you to run out of bounds and shit.
Was this the one where him and Bobby had like a scrap? Was that what that one was? I feel like they were like on the mats with the camera, right? Getting crazy clips. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember it from my
Bobby
head.
from that comp. What I remember of Bobby from that comp is someone from the crowd yelled some crazy racist shit. And Bobby mid-match is like, and the other guy too, by the way. The other guy, I think his name's James Sargison.
Yep.
They're both competing and they both just at the same time went, yo, like.
They both stopped and were like, that was crazy.
Like, are you serious? Like,
yeah, fuck.
In a room full of people?
Wow.
That one was wild.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
And Bobby's like such a like a chill sort of like tripper.
Yes.
To see him get angry about something was
unexpected. It must have been pretty bad.
And then, bro, at that comp as well, this guy, me and Ali and I think Harrison.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think Harrison. There was a guy sitting right behind us.
Yeah.
He was just talking shit the whole time. Like that, he was getting drunk. And
like he's like a heckler at a comedy show.
Yeah. But you know when like a heckler at a comedy show, sometimes they'll say something, it's a bit tongue in cheek, and then they'll get ripped on, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Yeah. That's part of the culture.
Agree.
But then if the heckler keeps going and they're just not funny and now it's uncomfortable.
Now you're just disrupting people's viewing.
Yeah. And so this guy at one point kept going, got to the point where he goes, hey, Melly, what's your mother's maiden name? And I'm just like, I'm not this guy.
Yeah.
And Melly wasn't hearing it. But there's like, culturally, some people are really, really mortally offended by, like, especially someone you don't know, anyone's offended by it.
For sure.
So anyway, he said that and I'm like, I'm so sorry, bro.
Like to Ali or the guy?
To the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't want this to happen, but if you finish that joke, we have to fight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. It's not something I want to do.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get hurt, bro. Like, this is very dumb to explain that.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was one of the, that one in particular was so rowdy.
Yeah.
Every takedown ended up on a couch.
Yeah.
Every out of bounds or something like that.
Yeah.
So Luca and Melly are competing, and I know what type of competitor Luca is. He's like fast twitch, super gritty, and I'm about to fight him, and I had seen him just very recently compete against Belal at a at a local comp. I don't know which one. And it wasn't competitive in the sense that he never actually got winning sequences off. Sure. But it was more difficult for Belal than you would have thought in that Luca was one of those players who were staying on their knees, pushing the bottom player away, scooting back just out of range. If you went K-guard on one side, he'd bring his weight over it. If you went false reap on the other side, your hip was kind of pinned to the mat, so he'd never let you make enough of a connection. Yeah. You could lift your hip off the mat and make your full entry. Yeah. If you went for an upper body attack, he was decent enough at defending it that you couldn't quite do it.
That's annoying.
Belal did end up getting to K-guard a few times. When he did, he would do the thing that Greg Souders talks about, or Daisy Fresh talks about, where someone attacks K-guard, you turn with it and bring your legs together. And in this way you deny inside position.
Oh, you go like...
Or find the hamstring. Yeah. Essentially, because your legs are together, they can't get inside position with 50-50 or with the saddle, and so they can't really make the connection.
That makes sense.
Right. And then for them to come up, you're in a better position to heist than they are. So just on several levels, it makes sense to turn and bring your legs together.
Sure.
Like tactically. So he did that over and over in the match. And then Belal ended up in the 9th minute of a 10-minute match or something like that, going false reap on one side, and then as he did it, the guy went to address it and he lifted his hips off the mat, making a K-guard entry, and then put him in inside Ashi to finish. And so I'd seen that. Yeah. I'd seen him do that, and I just did a way more abbreviated version of that finishing sequence just because I knew how it would go down. Yeah. And it was like, that worked out great.
So where you like lifted hips to throw the triangle, but that is what brought you to him to grab the leg?
Yeah, I do. With guys like that, I like to understand that they're going to bring their head over my head when I go K-guard. I reach for like an arm drag, so he has to address it. Then I pretend like I'm attacking a triangle, but really I'm just going K-guard.
Yep.
And it worked out great with him.
Yeah.
And then Sosuke had compete. That's the semifinal. It was like 2 minutes later. He'd competed against a guy from here who's good at defending leg locks, and 50-50 heel hooked him. And I was just like, well, he must be good at 50-50 heel hooks. Yeah. So I got the sense that his idea in the match, usually if people are good at that kind of thing, they're just going to bring the foot across body and look for an inside heel hook on
Sure.
them. And then, and so I have this one very specific movement I do, which is essentially that like half Granby, Gongoa, whatever you call it, movement. But instead of giving away a stack when you go to recover or an over-under, I just keep my foot under their armpit and use it to go K-guard. And I was able to do that and get to K-guard on him. And then the same finishing sequence.
That was the leg trap
Yeah, the leg trap counter.
thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's just like, if you haven't seen that, it's going to be weird as fuck to explain.
For sure. Yeah.
Essentially, it's a Toriendo defense.
Yeah.
And it works really well.
Yeah.
If you can learn how to do it, which is so, I mean, it turns out it's harder than you think.
Genuinely explaining people how to do that, you're like, I don't know, you just do it.
You just do it, yeah. But once you do it, damn, it makes it so much harder to pass.
Yeah, for real.
And then the final was against Bob. And I was so head fucked, not about Bob, but about the finals rules.
Yeah.
I had felt from the outset, like my gym in particular has had so many disagreements with the organizers of that event. Like so many. In other events. Not me personally. I've never really been, I don't think I've ever been on the wrong, like personally been on the wrong side, but I really get a sense of resentment from them. And I
like to you?
Towards me personally, yeah. And it was weird to be in the environment in an event that they were running around people that just kind of resented me. I just hated it.
Yeah.
Honestly, hated the.
This is not ADCC. This is the people facilitating ADCC, right?
I imagine ADCC probably has a very similar feeling towards me, man.
Because of CGI?
Because of CGI. I left on 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, yeah.
And I had sent Mo Jassim a message when I left, being like, look, man, I am really appreciative of ADCC. I love what they do.
Yeah.
I love that it's like anyone can go as long as you win your way.
Yeah.
Right? I love that.
Yeah.
But how am I supposed to ignore the things that Fionn and Craig were talking about?
Yeah.
The discrepancy in pay, the fact, like the conditions of it, especially in the current environment where we can make money in this sport. It just didn't make sense for me to stay.
And you just had a kid.
That's where I'm going with this. Like,
Sorry.
The whole thing is about, for me, the whole point of this is to make money to support my family.
Yeah.
And then Craig comes and he says, here's a way to make money and support your family. And also, like, on top of that, no, honestly, that. Like, it's like I'm not against anyone. I'm for them.
For sure.
It's like, so yeah, I think Mo Jassim did get frustrated. When I sent him the message, I said, look, I'm happy to reimburse the flights. I am grateful for the opportunity. I'm going to take this opportunity essentially because of the opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
I know no one else gave me a chance, but I gave me a chance. And I would never have had the chance if I didn't even try.
Sure.
So it was like, it made perfect sense. And all he wrote back was like, I'll let Abu Dhabi know. And bro, even now with Bob going, there was not one other trials winner or not one other person invited who had another person's name mentioned in the post, except mine. It's like, oh, Bob beat Lucas Kanard. It's not about Bob. Bob, good, like honestly, good job.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna fucking smoke everyone. I really thought I had the game to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't with him.
Sure.
So therefore, regardless of who got their hand raised or whatever opinion you think of getting their hand raised, my game was ineffective in that specific way I want it to be, and therefore I'm gonna do better.
Yeah.
And I will do better. So like, it's not about Bob. But like, there is definitely on the behalf of the organizers a bit of resentment towards
I
me.
imagine there would be, which is, I mean, you saw Faris got invited, right?
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
I hope he does really well. He deserves it, bro. I know that I think he is another person, and bro, this is actually really common among jiu-jitsu athletes, is the lack of opportunities. We're here, we're ready to go, we can compete every weekend.
Sure.
There's just not an opportunity to. We want to show what we can do.
Yeah.
You would know, you've trained with a lot of the best people in the world. The jiu-jitsu they have versus what they have shown is
Oh my gosh.
oceans apart.
Yes.
Like some of the most amazing things you'll never see people do because they never had a chance to do it on a camera.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, they want to. They want to. They just need more opportunities.
Yeah.
They want to say yes. They want to fight. They don't want to have their personality or their financial well-being attached to every single match they have.
For sure.
It adds pressure to it, and when you have less pressure in that regard, you end up having better performances.
For sure. Yeah. That's why like the most exciting guys, there's something in their brain where they just don't give a fuck.
Right.
They don't care.
I think for me, that is financial freedom. To have that thing where you don't give a fuck. Like, as an example, if I didn't have... so Craig Jones and CJI gave me a shot at financial freedom in a way that I would just have never had if I had done ADCC, bar winning it.
Yeah.
I guess. Even winning it, bro, I don't know. That's the thing. With Craig Jones, the financial benefit was tangible. It was right there.
Yeah.
You win, you get $1 million. You show up, you get 15,000 Aussie, 10,000.
Yeah.
Like, that's tangible. That's something. With ADCC, they're like, exposure, you'll do seminars. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I'm on this side of things.
It's really up to you to make the most out of it.
Sure.
With ADCC.
And I just didn't know how to do that.
Of course. And a lot of these guys don't. Like, you heard Victor Hugo being like, I'm at ADCC, but I'm still driving Uber Eats.
Did he say that?
I believe so.
Was that? I thought that might have been Roosevelt Souza.
Maybe it was one of them.
I remember
one of them was like, who was pretty famous, who was like a world champion and still driving Uber Eats. Sorry, Victor Hugo, if that was you. If it was not you, apologies.
Well, he's doing fine now. Did you see the last CJI? That guy's fucking killed it.
Yeah.
And that was another thing I liked about the CJI. I beat that guy and it didn't matter. His career went on. Like, it was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it just wasn't his day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
can I just stay on CGI for a second?
Sure.
When you left ADCC for CGI, I was like, I mean, of course he was. You just had a kid. You need to make money. Like it's not like you weren't poor, but like you weren't financially free.
No, I was poor.
Okay.
100% I was poor.
I was trying not to call you poor.
No, it's fine. Bro, I was poor.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like, Hal Teague said in the second match, he's commentating and he's like, oh, he's probably just happy with what he already earned. 50,000 is probably a lot to a guy like that. I don't know what he meant by a guy like that. It's a crazy insulting thing to say on a commentary, but at the same time, he's right.
Sure.
It was a lot for me, and I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I really, really was happy with it, bro. On the way in, I had friends telling me, I was like, oh, do you want to come in with us? And they're like, oh no, I'm going to come in under a way bigger clout umbrella. Or they'd say things like, are you ready to move a mountain? Or afterwards, people would be like, what was it? Were you shocked when you win? Or did you think you can do it? And the answer to both of those was yes.
Yes,
like,
both.
I was shocked and I thought I could do it.
Yeah.
But like, in any case, if there's, and I can see it. I can see from ADCC and the people running that page, at least on Instagram, that anyone who says Lucas should get an invite, which is just my friends being my friends, straight up there, and then them saying, oh, too bad he lost. And it's like, dude, you could fucking ignore it as well. Like, you could just ignore it. They do it for anyone else. Like, I don't understand why, I don't understand what the go is with that. Like,
it feels like when I was like, oh, he probably will get the invite, and then I remembered that you did CGI, and I was like, oh, he might not get the invite.
No, I didn't think I was getting the invite from the outset.
Yeah.
But I just, all I'm getting across is I don't think that the animosity is deserved in that. Like, it wasn't about negative towards anyone. It was for something, which is actually what CGI was about.
Yeah.
I understand that the way to market it was combative.
Yeah.
But it actually had a tremendous benefit on the sport in that it was about pay.
Yeah.
It was about people understanding that what we do is worth money and worth watching.
Yeah.
Worth watching. And that kind of goes to your point about the guy that Owen Flanagan fought, which is that
he's not.
We need to make it worth watching.
Yeah.
There are two aspects to that. It's on the athletes, for sure. They need to be like Owen Flanagan.
Yeah.
Like, out there to make something happen.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, there needs to be an understanding of the rules. Like, some of the best matches I have ever watched happen in rule sets that people just won't watch.
Sure.
Like there's a match in the gi between Gabriel Souza and Thiago Barros.
Okay.
And in the first 4 minutes, Thiago Barros scores like 5 points, which is a death sentence.
That's a lot.
IBJJF.
It's extreme, yeah.
And then Gabriel Souza, in the same 4 minutes, gets it back. I think the match ended like 8-0.
Right.
And at no point could you be bored watching this match.
Sure.
But you have to understand how the points work. In that if you get a guard pass, for the most part, in IBJJF, that's a death sentence.
Yep. It's so hard to make that back.
Yeah.
I remember also saying, like, if you get your back taken in IBJJF, the match is basically over.
It's like,
Even if you get out.
from AOJ guys,
Yeah.
you will start to see their best jiu-jitsu after they've scored points.
Sure.
Like, you won't see anything but them score points, and then once they've scored points, you'll see them flex.
Yeah.
It's like, because the tactical understanding is there.
Yeah.
So people need to be educated, I think, to some degree. Like, you wouldn't see a 0-all game of soccer and think that this is the shittest match of all time.
Sure. People do love scores, but man, people who are real fans appreciate the little details. Like, oh, that play was sick, almost resulted in a goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Because context matters so much. And
Yeah.
it's there in jiu-jitsu. You can't have a 10-minute match and have nothing happen.
Yeah. Well, you can.
Yeah.
Wagner Hosha versus Josh Hinger at who's number one?
Yeah, that's like a white spot in my memory. I don't.
Probably for a reason. It's such a
Didn't
shit
Josh
match.
Hinger jump like an armbar in one of them and just break his neck or something like that?
I don't remember, but I remember watching that match being like, oh, this would be sick. Josh Hinger rules. I do like Josh Hinger. He did a seminar at Hills Grappling Club. He was the man.
That's cool.
And fucking horrible match. So bad.
Fuck.
Anyway, your point.
Yeah. So it's really, there's like no objective way for me to talk about the Bob match because I was in it.
Yep.
But it was a head fuck for me in that I didn't really have a great time that day just being there.
Yeah, I can
didn't
tell.
want to do the comp at all, and it was such a long day. And I'm just trying to stay focused on what to do, but I don't actually have a coach, so like the idea on what to do was just something I was going to pull out my ass. And I'm thinking like, what I have to show the world is my guard and how I put together open guard with leg entanglements and back takes. That's what I feel like I have to show the world. I don't know how that works with an ADCC finals rule set. And I'm thinking, fuck man, how do I make something happen here?
Yeah.
In my mind, I was thinking I could shoot and then pull.
Sure.
I did do that at one point. I had never really trained to do it, but I kind of get it. I'd seen Pavel do it. I was really concerned about a Kimura, just Bob's physical.
Yeah, he's massive.
So reaching for a leg. And then when I did shoot, actually, he goes for a guillotine. You know what was crazy about this is? I expected it to be tight.
Yeah.
And so I started defending preemptively.
Sure.
And then it wasn't
Oh, really?
at all, bro. It was there to hold me in place.
Yeah.
I had experienced this only one other time. And it was when I was doing Street X and the submission, Street X was like, it's kind of like a vibes rule set. It's submission based,
Yeah.
but submission based, but it had open scoring in the rounds.
Sure.
So I fought one of those matches against a guy called Anton Manenko.
Yep.
And this guy, I would go to like say like a knee shield, and he would wrap a steamer with no pressure.
Yeah.
I'd never experienced that. As in, it was clearly just for the appearance of doing a submission.
Yeah.
It was here, and maybe this, but literally no pressure on my ankle whatsoever.
Yeah.
This is not something that I had ever even considered someone doing.
Yeah.
But the idea, obviously, in a submission-only rule set is to make it look like you're doing a submission.
For sure.
This is Bob in that front headlock. I'm like, he's holding me there. I start to defend it, and then I'm like,
Wait a second.
it's not even there. I can just step right over his leg. Yeah. It was not.
But you put him in half guard, I was like, all right, I think he's all right.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, he's pinned now.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I stepped over his knee. There's there's no sub.
No, it's so hard to get it from there.
So, and then when I go to pass, he was just using it to reset the position. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And this goes, okay, so this is a point about initiation. Someone told me afterwards, I think it was Seb, told me afterwards, this is not something that's like codified or anything, but it's something he had experienced, that the length of an initiation matters. If you hold someone, like the duration, if you hold someone in a front headlock, that will count more than an initiation for, say, a heel hook.
Okay.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I know. So that should be written down if that's something, if that's a real fact. I had also been told by another person who knows ADCC, by Lou, that that initiation for the front headlock wouldn't count at all because I initiated the attack. So it's
That's what I thought.
But yeah, so not by definite initiation. But then one of the refs talked to another ref because I asked him afterwards. I was just mates with one of the officials. He asked them what they based it on. They based it on the front headlock.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that, as in that they favoured Bob in that?
For the front headlock. Yeah, and this is the thing. So many people, and I had also been told that taking someone down in the no points period still mattered.
Yeah.
It still mattered like a takedown.
For sure.
It's just you're obviously not going to get points for it. But
Yep.
in terms of initiations, I believe my mistake in that match was one that okay. From having experienced the match, this was my thought process. He's getting negative. He's getting warnings.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting warnings for inactivity. The next one is coming.
Sure.
Like it's got to come.
The penalty will be here shortly.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Like he's not doing anything. I'm waiting. I want to do stuff. I'm trying to. I'm going
Yeah, for
after
real.
this guy. I want to put his hand on the mat. I want to enter the saddle. I want to attack this guy. It's not happening. Why? And then and then he did get warnings. And then he got stood up. So the next one's the penalty,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so the whole overtime, I'm thinking, this is coming.
Yeah.
This is happening. It's gonna happen. It's happening soon. Just never happened.
It's crazy.
And it's because I guess he was just dropping like this.
Yeah.
I'm even walking into him like fucking Lisa Simpson in that episode.
Yeah.
Like, and people, yeah, I guess a huge mistake on my
I
part.
thought you should have stayed on top and passed. Because I think you would have been able to hold him down.
Yeah, I guess I never really, I didn't compete that much throughout like colored belts, and the whole time I played guard.
Yeah.
I had been told that one day that's going to cost you, as in like you need to develop confidence and new skills, and just
Yeah.
never did it.
Yeah.
It cost me.
Sure.
I just didn't have confidence to do it.
Yeah. You did it against Wojcik. You got up and tried to pass him.
I sat straight away. Hey.
I know, yeah. You did it for a little bit and then went back.
I went for a stack pass. He pushes me away. My contact falls out. I got one contact in, one contact out, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So it's one of those things with I really believe my failing was that I didn't just use that Kanard Basami entry to finish it. If I had,
Right.
instead of going to inside Ashi and just try to rip something,
50-50.
50-50, or do what Pavel does with a straight ankle lock. So he uses it often to go to a straight ankle lock.
He did it recently at Brasileiros, right?
He did it at Brasileiros. He did it at to Isaac Bayan's at Polaris.
Yep.
I think these are better approaches.
Yep.
Anything to keep him stuck.
Yeah.
That's like a technical thing.
Yep.
I think obviously learning to wrestle would make a huge
For sure.
difference.
Yeah. Like your wrestling it's not terrible.
I don't have confidence in it for a comp.
Yeah. That's the hardest part is
Yeah.
doing things outside of what you're normally, like what you are confident in.
Yeah. Like in a comp, I know I can do that other thing. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, talking about that, would you then do IBJJF now?
Yeah. It's just,
Are you technically a black belt under IBJJF?
I haven't registered.
Yeah.
But I will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good way to. I mean, we've got to have a way to compete, right? I think
Yeah.
that's what Pavel does. He just gets out there as much as possible.
He does a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe in the gi as well. I would like to do a lot of gi comps.
That'd be fun.
I always wanted to have a match against Tonon. I think right up until this year,
Yeah.
I thought I would have done very well, and then I saw his run this whole year, and I'm just like, you'd fuck me up. That'd be terrible.
He's so good, dude.
What the hell?
Yeah. So good.
So we didn't get to talk about matches.
No, it's okay. We can always just do it later. We can film after class for techniques.
Yeah, cool. I mean, like talk about like match breakdowns and shit.
Yeah, I'll just cut that part at the start. we kind of broke it down a little bit.
I think it was mostly a crash out on my part.
No, I don't think it was a crash out. I asked you. No, a crash out is where you make like a bunch of excuses and say how terrible you are.
Oh, bro. I did definitely have that. I feel like I've had bipolar this whole week.
You can have that privately. That's acceptable, I think. Fuck, dude. All right, should we go train?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you. Subscribe to his Patreon, guys. It's very good.
You know, I didn't know the name of this podcast until you said it right at the start.
I've never actually said it.
It's the Jake Nichols podcast in my mind.
Student of the game, baby.
Student of the game.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah. Cool. Goodbye.
Bye.